Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Joey Balfour1. Some of you may know me as Joey or just JB1. And today we are going to be talking about the Facebook algorithm and how you guys as content creators can use it to the best of your ability. I'm certainly not sitting here and saying that I know everything about the algorithm itself. However, I'm going to explain how I utilized it to the best of my ability early on in my streaming career. Now, this is something that I should still be doing, but to be honest with you, I haven't. So this is why I want to make these tips and tricks available for everybody, so everybody knows the best way that you can utilize this algorithm. Today is going to be broken down into a few tips and tricks, and also just some general knowledge on the Facebook algorithm. If you do enjoy the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment on the tip or trick that was most useful for yourself. I really hope you enjoy the video. So there is some pretty standard ranking systems that Facebook do use in their algorithm. Some of these are seen across board on pretty much all social medias, but one of them that they do use is very important. But there are four, and the four main signals that Facebook use are recency. So this is how recent you have posted it. As you probably realized that you can actually change your Facebook to your news feed from how recent the video is. If you do this, any posts that have just recently been put up will come to the top of the news feed. The second is relationship. Relationship is actually reasonably quite important, because if you have loyal supporters or loyal people that constantly like, share, or comment on your posts, those people will always see your posts. For example, on my personal Facebook, it's usually just my mum and my nan liking my posts, because they're the only people that do so. For this reason, whenever I post something, it automatically posts onto their newsfeed, making it more likely for those people to see it. The third is popularity, and this one's pretty much self-explanatory. It depends on how popular a post is to how much Facebook push it out and gain organic growth on that post. When it comes to popularity, these are things like shares, likes, and comments. The more shares, likes, and comments that you do get, the higher that your post is going to go on your groups, the newsfeed, or on Facebook as a whole, as a general. The last one is content type. And from my understanding and my use of Facebook, this is the most important thing. Facebook prioritizes certain content and it pushes out certain content, whether that's a link, a video, a picture, or just a post itself. It reacts to what Facebook wants to push out. For example, you're more likely to have pictures and videos pushed out than you are a post with nothing else on it. This is why it's so important that when you are posting on these groups, you post something that's engaging alongside what you're saying. There's no point you just telling people in a group that you're going live. You need to give them a reason to click on what you're saying and click on your post and give them a reason to want to know more. For example, if I was going to post on a group now that I'm going live, what I would potentially do is post a selfie of myself. Sounds really stupid, but it gives something people to relate to. It gives something people want to see. It gives something what people want to click onto. Man, if you're like me, you're a little bit ugly. It might just be a laugh factor. But if it gets people connecting with you and connecting with your post, that's exactly what you want. This is one of the most important things, and content type is extremely overlooked in the Facebook world. All I would suggest is with every post, every link, always post a picture or a video alongside that. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a certain way you can basically bypass the Facebook algorithm. And this is something that I have looked into very deeply, and I've done online courses about it and kind of learnt this quite quickly. There is a way on Facebook where you can favorite people's pages, you can favorite people's content. So let's just say that you do have a gaming post or gaming page or a content creation page on Facebook. People can add this as a favorite, meaning that anything that you post basically bypasses the algorithm and it ends up on their newsfeed. This is a pretty touchy subject, so asking someone straight up to favorite your content is going to be tough. However, again, if you do have people that watch you regularly, that enjoy your content regularly, this is definitely something that you should be having a conversation with those people about. If they want to see your content, all they have to do is favorite your page or favorite your content, and it automatically comes to the top of the Facebook algorithm and it'll be on their newsfeed. Reactions. Now, reactions are very, very important on Facebook. Facebook have recently added this, I think in the last year actually, where now you can react to people's posts using love heart emojis, using sad face emojis, using angry emojis, and a lot of other emojis they want you to use. Because of this, getting lots of likes on a Facebook post or a Facebook picture is no longer what Facebook want you to do. They basically want you to use Facebook's tools to the best of your ability. So because of this, you need to put posts out there that get people in the feels. You want to get posts out there that people can react to, that people can relate to. I know this sounds silly because 2 or 3 years ago, if you got a few likes on a Facebook post, you'd get a hell of a lot of organic growth and it'd push you through the Facebook algorithm. However, it's just not that anymore. This is your opportunity to use Facebook's tools to the best of your ability. The more reactions on the post, the more emotional reactions on the post, the better it is for you. Not only because it's going to push you on the Facebook algorithm, but it's also going to get people asking why. Why is there 10 people reacting with a sad face? Why is there 10 people reacting with a caring face? It gets people interested. It gets people wanting to know what you have to say and what you're about. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to the boys at Fuzz for once again sponsoring this video. I'm just going to leave you with a quick promotional video from themselves. If you haven't yet, check out Fuzz brand on all social media to look at some amazing garments like this one. I really hoped you enjoyed that promotional video. Big up to the Fuzz Boys once again. The next thing I want to talk to you about is Facebook stories. And I know this doesn't actually relate to posting to those Facebook groups like the Twitch help groups or the Twitch promotional groups. However, if you do have a Facebook gaming page, this will be really good for yourself. Facebook stories don't come into the Facebook algorithm. It's a bit like Instagram stories. If those people follow your Facebook page, all they have to do is click on their stories to see your post. Now, this is something that's, again, completely overshadowed. If you do want to get content out there, don't only post it as a post, also post it to your Facebook story. Sometimes people can miss your content. If you can post it to 2 places at once, you've got twice the chances of people seeing it. Remember, Facebook stories are extremely important because there's no algorithm created around this. This is a perfect opportunity to get your content known. Now, I want to talk to you about Facebook groups, and a lot of these can be extremely daunting. However, I have met some really good people on Facebook groups, and I've actually met people in my channel like SNP Gamer, who has actually now been a subscriber to the channel for nearly 9 months. Big up to SNP, the one and only VIP. For example, you can actually meet some very good people on these groups and also have some great connections. You just have to sieve out all the rubbish in between, all the follow for follow, and all the going live links. Basically, you want to make sure that you're top dog on those groups. And I've actually seen a lot of people use this to the best of their ability, and I can name 2 streamers that I speak to regularly that use these groups and have become Facebook partner. Now, what I would suggest to do is do everything that I've already told you when you are posting to these groups. Use all the algorithm to the best of your ability, but you also need to be active in these groups. What Facebook does is, the more active you are, the more it pushes out your content. If you're not very active in these groups, then it's not going to really think that you're wanting to gain anything from it. If you're just scrolling through and scrolling past everybody's content and you're posting your own, then Facebook doesn't really think that you need that reaction. It doesn't feel like you need that buzz from getting those likes and pushing your content out there. So what you really want to be doing before you post anything to any of these Facebook groups is you want to be commenting, you want to be liking, you want to be having those discussions with people on their own posts. Because of this, Facebook's going to think, oh, he's a relatable person. This person's posting and he's reacting. So whenever he posts, the person that he's just reacted to has got more chance of seeing his post, his photo, his content. This is why it's so important to be active on these groups. Now, I'm not telling you and sitting here and saying that it's going to work every single time. However, it is very important to stay active on these groups in order to push your content through them. The best thing about this as well is that Facebook actually give you badges for being active on groups. For example, mine always used to be storyteller or visual storyteller. Because of this, it basically means that I'd tell stories using pictures. And for me, it worked absolutely brilliantly. I know there's other ones like top fan and top supporter, just based on the fact that you're speaking lots, you're reacting lots, and you're posting lots into those groups. Again, I'm not sitting here and telling you it's going to get 1 million views, and it is going to help you, but the proof is in the pudding, and it definitely works. Now, I want to show you how important Facebook can be for you. And this is a big thing on my part, and I'm going to be completely honest here. And the only reason I haven't been posting to Facebook is because I've been lazy. And that is stupid, but it's true. Here are some of my stats. Here are my lifetime stats from when I've been posting on Twitch or when I've been streaming to Twitch. As you can see, my numbers have started to grow recently again. We have had some missing spells here, but as you can see, at the start of my streaming career, I was posting to Facebook religiously. In my first week, I had a 21 average viewer stream, and within 2 months, I had 70 average and also 104 average just from posting on these sites. Now, I've actually gone back through Facebook and looked at a lot of the groups to see when I stopped posting. And actually, when I stopped posting was around the September time, which was still a 30 average, a 27 average viewership. However, from stop posting, you can see what happens. Your numbers drop and your numbers fall. And I was becoming lazy and inconsistent. Again, I'm not sitting here and telling you that Facebook is going to be the be-all and end-all to your streaming journey. However, if you can pick anything from this video, all I would say is that Facebook can very much so help you, and it can be very, very important in your content journey. Again, if you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. But again, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. Peace out. And if you haven't yet, please feel free to follow me on Twitch, which is Joey Balfour1. Have an amazing day. Thank you all so much.